get her. So we're going to go ahead and discuss that as well. And then finally, I am going to talk about Vegas, all the ins and out, what happened, how was Vegas, did I hate it, did I love it, what was the drama, was there any drama, did anybody hook up? I know y'all been asking me all these questions, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those questions for you today. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with Amanda Seales first. So, as you guys know, Amanda Seales finally had that interview with Shannon Sharpe last week, and she's been getting a whole bunch of pushback. Originally, Amanda looked like she was getting the good end of the stick at first, because people were criticizing Shannon Sharpe like, Shannon Sharpe wasn't equipped to deal with Amanda. And I think the clip that people had watched initially was the one that went viral. Remember, it was about the teacher, how she said she dealt with racism from the kids. She was the only black kid. And then Shannon Sharpe was all like, oh, well, how you know it was racism and stuff like that. He basically, our perception was that he ignored how she felt. And he was basically trying to cap for the teacher and the other kids instead of recognizing that, yeah, Amanda might have experienced something. What's up, Jelly? What's up, Queen B Moore? What's up, Pixie? So, with that being said, what ended up happening was that everybody seen that clip and they were going after Shannon Sharpe. Well, when you watch the whole interview, you kind of see how he was almost trying to give Amanda an out. And what I mean by that is like show her actual character, show her charisma, show like she's actually like a fun person. Because believe it or not, she's supposed to be a comedian, but is she a fun person? I don't know. Michelle, do you know? What's up, Michelle? Like, I don't know if she's a fun person or not. Is she fun? Like, does she like to laugh? I mean, she did laugh, but it wasn't like no ha ha. Like she was enjoying herself. If anything, the laughs were more like condescending to something that he said. Yeah, she is a comedian. Some of y'all are like, no, she's a comedian. No, she is a comedian, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if you knew she was a comedian. Shout out to everybody in Nova Scotia. Put a 1 if you knew she was a comedian. Put a 2, you had no idea. But everything with Amanda is like so pretentious and everything has to be a battle or a fight. And it's all like, yo, do you know how it is? It's kind of like if you went to Drink Champs with Noriega in them, right? It's a more relaxed vibe. They smoking, they drinking. It's a good time. But with Amanda, going on Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay, it is fun. It's a good time. It's more laid back. Like, yeah, they get into some serious stuff, but it's not so combative. And a lot of the times it was combative. Like everything was like, nothing is my fault. I did nothing wrong. These people just hate me for no reason. And so we get into the autism thing. Y'all, most of y'all put a 2. We get into the autism thing. And it seemed that she said, oh yeah, I'm autistic. And it's like, did someone diagnose you with that, or you just saying that? So she says that she has not been diagnosed. She just said that she was autistic. And she talked about how the testing to find out if you're autistic is $10,000, and then also it's only for white little boys and all the other statistics and stuff like that. However, I do believe that she knows what she's talking about. However, if you just went to Google if you were autistic or not, that's not what it is. And I feel like she's using that autism card, not the autism card, but the autism card to almost be like, oh, well, this is why I can't get along with anybody. And this is why I might be socially awkward. Not everybody who's socially awkward is a, is autistic. I can be socially awkward, but that doesn't make me autistic. And just picture like everyone that you know in your personal life and people who do have people in their family who are autistic or on the spectrum, and you're just gonna diagnose yourself with that? Like, if anything, people usually say, oh, I'm a little off, or my mama dropped me on my head. Like, my mama told me that I was dropped on my head a few times, and that's why for some reason, I think my mama was, telling the truth, but that's a different story. But yeah, we know that, right? My 22-year-old, yeah, see, that's the thing. She didn't go to the doctor to get diagnosed, and then she wants to talk about the disparities, about getting checked in. Listen, Amanda, I'm pretty sure that you've been in Hollywood for a minute. You've had ample enough time and opportunities to go get yourself tested. I don't want to hear it's hard to get a test on the, no. You literally made that up for us to be all like, oh, that's why you're this, or this is why you're that way, and you're trying to get the sympathy card. I'm going to say something that is so controversial right now. Now, Amanda always feels like she has to defend her blackness and stuff like that because she's West Indies and all this stuff. I've never questioned Amanda about her being black, but Amanda wants the same flight as a dark-skinned black woman. Say I'm lying right now. She wants the same flight as a dark-skinned black woman. Like, this is the way she's acting. Like, woe is me and everything like this. And she's trying to basically be so oppressed. You know how like they always say black people always want to be oppressed? I mean, like, that's bullshit. Like, black people don't want to be oppressed. Like, it's either we are or we're not. Like, black people don't go around being like, oh, I'm so oppressed. But Amanda Seals, she goes around saying that she's oppressed. Tell me I'm wrong. And let me clarify, I'm not saying Amanda has never faced any racism or her life hasn't been hard, but this whole woe is me and her being so problematic and trying to do is too much. Like, she's the female version of, what's the dude name that they say be black, not doing blackface, but pretending to be black. His name is like Sean something. I believe it's Sean. Damn! What is his name, y'all? How did I forget? Hold on, I'm gonna look up his name. Activist Sean King. She is like the female version of Sean King. Yeah, Talcum X. Yes, she is the Sean King, Talcum X version of, Sean King. Like, Amanda Seals is that. Amanda Seals is that. No, my light-skinned sister. I'm not saying only dark-skinned people face discrimination. Well, I know it's a little lag. I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. But my thing is, like, the way she tries to act so oppressed all the time, it's too much. It's way too much. Way too much. And I just feel like she always tries to make herself seem so black. When you black, you are black. Whatever discrimination that she faced in the world, and I'm talking about from other black people not feeling validated by the black community and stuff like that, because she talks about it a lot. She be like, my own people don't rock with me, they don't love me, blah, 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 and all that stuff. That's shit that you were supposed to work out in your teens, not in your adulthood. With like black people who are still confused about their blackness or don't feel comfortable in their blackness, you should have worked that out in like your late teens, early 20s. That's when I worked out my anti-blackness. When I was anti-black, I worked that out in like my early years. Like I'm not still, there's still things that still affect me and stuff like that, like everybody. But I'm not gonna get on my platform and be like, "Woe is me." It's too much. It's too much. Like, stop it. Like, why do you do all this crying and complaining and all this other? Like, stop it. And you never look at yourself and go like, man, maybe I'm the problem. That's why I say Amanda Seales is just problematic. It has nothing to do with her being autistic. Has nothing to do with her standing up fighting for her people, and people don't like it. It has nothing to do with people not being educated enough, and all. It has nothing to do with that. It's you. Just say it's you. Yeah, I had to work out the anti-blackness in me because I grew up in the suburbs and stuff like that. I don't want to go down the whole list and everything like that, but I've talked about it on the show. I worked that out, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to work that out in your early years and get over it. Amanda is in her 40s now, right? Am I wrong? Is she 30 something? I think she's in her 40s now. Don't quote me. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, let me see. 42. 42. By now, she should have worked out all her issues and everything like that. She's therapy. Therapy is everything. If she is so intelligent and so knowledgeable and so educated, she should be able to read a book about how she can relate more to our people and work out any of her issues. She should be able to articulate herself better. Right, Shay B. Yeah, absolutely, Shay B. Always a victim, right? Yeah, she's still acting like a child. And I believe, and I will say this in her defense, I do believe the kind of conversation that Amanda Seales wanted, Shannon Sharpe was not trying to have that conversation, really. I think Shannon Sharpe wanted some kind of, wanted to show her more having fun and being, uh, transparent, but also showing people the real her without being so argumentative and combative. And and I know saying like a black woman is argumentative, combative is like a bad thing, but with Amanda, she is. There is no other words. Now, I'm not saying she's an angry black woman. I'm saying she's argumentative and combative. That's fair. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And yeah, it's okay to think you're the smartest person in the room, but when you're going around telling people, mind you, she has not said I'm the smartest person in the room. But if we look at what Amanda says and how she speaks and how it just feels like she's talking down to us and not to us. Two different things, right? It's like she's talking down to us and not to us. And so when you're talking down to us, like we don't know what's wrong with you, blah, 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 we don't like that because there's nothing wrong with us. It's you. And I do think that she's intelligent. I don't think she's dumb or anything like that. I think she's one of those people that want it her way or no way. And that's cool if you want it your way or no way, but that's not going to get you too far in the real world. And we see why she can't book jobs and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with her support for Palestine. I support it too, but it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with her being outspoken. If you literally are going around causing trouble with everyone, then it has to be you at one point. And this is not, and again, some people are going to be like, well, you support Monique, so how come blah, blah. I believe that Monique is right in certain situations. I would say Amanda Seales is right in certain situations. But the thing is, Amanda Seales can't take accountability for nothing. At least Monique came out and said, yeah, I was a shitty mother. It's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, Monique. You need to work on being a better mother. You know, you definitely are a shitty mother. However, hopefully you work on that. But with Amanda, I've never seen anything where she at least admitted to a wrong. The whole interview, she was arguing back and forth. Never admitted to any wrong. What's up, Amanda D? Angie said Monique is ghetto loud, take no accountability either for. Yes, I believe she needs therapy as well too. You ain't lying about that. Monique need her some therapy. It was sad listening to what her son said, and so I can't deny that. Do I still like Monique? Yes, I still like her. And also, too, what Monique was talking about, the unfair treatment and the pay scale of black actresses. I mean, she was right. Now we see Taraji P. Henson. I mean, we haven't seen her in a minute. But remember Taraji P. Henson, all through The Color Purple, she was crying, boo-hooing on every show. And it tanked the movie. I'm not going to lie. I probably wasn't going to watch the movie anyway because it was like it was kind of weird. But I mean, I believe that did stifle the movie a little bit. Knowing that Taraji P. Henson was so outspoken about it, it turned people off. You know? Just being honest. But anyway, are y'all team Amanda or not? Y'all can disagree. Are you guys team Amanda? Yes or no? Right, I agree, Stephanie. I don't think it should ever have been touched. It's a classic that should be left alone. It should have been left alone. That's it. Neutral on her. Okay. Okay, light skin solidarity. I get it. Shout out to Queen V More. Thank you for letting me make fun of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was based on the Broadway play. Yeah. You're right, Couture Bay. Neutral on her. Okay. Neutral. Veronica, neutral. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to Britney Spears. So, like I said earlier, well, I actually said it on